what you're saying. You're flying higher.
Hey guys, it's Karina. This video is a little bit different than what I've been giving you guys the last few weeks. I've been giving you guys vlog after vlog after vlog, but I wanted to sit down today and answer some of the questions that you guys had about how did I get to Hawaii, basically. So today was kind of like a rainy day. It's not raining anymore. It was raining all morning. Now it's not raining anymore, but it just kind of was like a day inside type of day. We also spent a lot of money yesterday, so we're kind of like, let's calm down a little bit. So I thought today was the perfect day to film this. I had you guys ask me some questions on Instagram. There's also questions I've gotten on the side that I'm gonna be answering as well. So we're gonna start off with some of the Instagram story questions. What made you move over there and where are you working? This kind of just happened. I mean, I've always wanted to come to Hawaii. Never thought I would live here, but I definitely always wanted to come for vacation. And my sisters, every time they graduated college, they did a graduation trip, and one of the years they went to Hawaii, and it was all of them. They went together and they left little old me back out home, and I was very upset about it because I was under the impression that I was gonna go with them, and then last minute they were like no, and I had saved up so much money to go with them. Now as I've gotten older, I understand that they wouldn't have wanted to kind of like look after me while they were all 21 and able to drink, and I would have just been there. Like, I get it, but at the time I was pissed. So that is kind of when I decided. I was like, okay, well, when I graduate college, I'm going to go to Hawaii and I'm not gonna invite them. Like, petty me. I did genuinely want to go to Hawaii, but then like the pettiness came into, and I was like, no, I'm definitely gonna go for a graduation trip, and I'm definitely not gonna invite them. I was angry. So anyway, fast forward, now it's time for me to graduate college, and I did still want to go on my trip to Hawaii. I didn't care to leave my sisters out of it. I wasn't feeling petty anymore, but did still want to go to Hawaii. And a little bit of backstory, me and my boyfriend Christy did the Disney college program for a semester. So we lived in Florida and worked at Disney World for an entire semester. That was like 5 months, and it was an amazing experience. We loved it. So fast forward, when it was time for us to plan this trip to Hawaii, he was like, well, why don't we just live there for a little bit like we did in Florida and just kind of experience it and just continue to do that throughout the world. And I want to travel. I've always wanted to travel. There's a lot of places on my list, and the thought of living somewhere for a little while definitely seemed like a really cool idea to me. So then came in like, okay, well, how are we gonna afford it? Where are we gonna work? Blah, blah, blah. So now that answers your next question. Where am I working? I'm not working. I mean, I'm working. I'm creating content every day for you guys, and this is truly what I'm passionate about. But if you have watched my past videos, you would know that I worked at Hooters, and that meant I made a lot of money. And so when we decided to do this, it was months before we came here, and I literally saved every single dollar that I made in tips from my job. Because I live at home, I was just living like paycheck to paycheck with like gas and things like that, and I was fine because I didn't have rent or bills to pay. Thank God, I'm blessed. Love my parents. So I saved every single dollar I made to the point where I knew that I would have at least double what I needed to live here. So that's the money situation. I am not working. I saved all of my money. I have more than enough. Thankfully, I was really strict with myself and like the way I was spending my money so that it would be worth it when I come here and I wouldn't have to struggle. As for Christy, he works remotely. He's a videographer. He does wedding videos. He edits videos, things like that. So he's still working, but he's just working remotely, so it worked out perfect. And yeah, so that answers that question. Sorry, that was so long. I feel like there was just so much backstory I needed to give to answer that question. Next question. What inspired you to go to Hawaii? I guess I kind of already answered this, but like I said, sorry I burped. Like I said, I've always wanted to come here. Did I know I was gonna live here? Was that ever the plan? No, it did just kind of happen. Nothing really like inspired me. Christy was like, hey, why don't we live there? And I was like, why not? And it just so happens that a bunch of YouTubers are actually doing that, so it kind of works out because I'm like, okay, maybe this could be a really great way to get my content the exposure that it needs. I feel like this is a great way for me to show up as the best version of myself, not only for myself but also for my YouTube channel. I feel like I am definitely way more motivated to create content every single day, and I'm really just being able to do what I want to do with my time here and with my channel, and it's been great so far. So fingers crossed it all works. it all works out. How was the flight? LOL, totally scared of planes. Okay, girl, listen, I get crazy anxiety when it comes to things like that. I have been working on it, but I'd say in 2020, I started to get this really bad anxiety. I would have the most irrational thoughts, and it was like a lot of intrusive thoughts. It was a really hard struggle. I'm still working through it, but I have made so much progress. But like, I definitely still struggle a little bit here and there with certain things. I don't have irrational thoughts really so much about little things anymore, but like big things I still will. So big things like going on a plane does still freak me out, but I just pray. Honestly, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm not telling anyone that they have to believe in a religion or anything like that, but me personally, I pray a lot, and I just have a lot of faith. Praying helps me so much. I pray every single night before bed. I pray when I get into the car and on the plane, when the flight's about to take off. I pray for myself and everybody on the plane to land to their destination safely. I pray, like, I probably do that like 3 times, like after we're taking off. And then when we land, I also pray and give my thanks for landing safely, and that seems to help me a lot. Yeah, just number one thing is just having faith and praying. Like, I just feel it so strongly that I feel okay. Are you there for work/internship? No, I kind of already answered this. I, in a way, am here for work because I am content creating literally every single day for you guys, and that is work to me. Like, I'm not getting paid from it yet, but I know at some point I will, and to me it's still work. But yeah, so that answers that. Wait, you moved there? 2 weeks later. Yes, but only for 3 months. I'm only here until May 1st. So we landed February 1st and I leave May 1st, and then my graduation ceremony is the 14th. And if anyone has questions about that, I finished college. The last fall semester was my last semester. I'm done. I already got my, what's the word? The degree or whatever. That they already sent that to me and everything, but they didn't have a December ceremony because of COVID, because they usually do that indoors. So it's just all gonna be together in May. So that's when I will be able to walk the stage and everything. 2 weeks after I land from Hawaii. Also, my sister is going to give birth to my nephew 2 weeks before I land, which I did. If any family members are watching this and were curious to that, I feel horrible about not being there for the baby shower and the birth, but everything was kind of already set in stone. And I was originally gonna do this for 4 months, and then I narrowed it down to 3 months for the baby and for my ceremony, but more so for the baby because I didn't really care if I was gonna be like at the ceremony or not for my college. Now that I am gonna be there, like, I am excited for that, but at the time I was like, I don't care. But then when I found out about my sister's baby, I was like, okay. So that answers that question, and any questions that nobody asked but was thinking, or some people asked. Anyways, how much did you save up to do this? I would love to do this. This is such a dream. So the Airbnb that we got was a really good deal. Like, everyone that we've told about like how much we are paying for this that lives here has been like, wow, that is a deal. We got really lucky with that. There are a lot of Airbnbs in Hawaii that are for monthly, like they have monthly rates, like 30-day minimum rentals. So it's definitely super common here to get an Airbnb and stay here for a month or more. We ended up just getting really lucky with this one because it is a beautiful, spacious studio. We got a studio because it's just us two. We didn't need any more than that. It has a kitchen, it has a bathroom, it has a backyard area, a table, a grill, a couch, TV, bed. Like, it literally has everything that we need, which is great, and it's very spacious. Like, I don't feel like I'm like in like this little space. Like, I feel like the kitchen definitely feels separate than like the bed, and like the bed feels like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a good space. Our Airbnb owners live right across the street from us, and they are really sweet people. We've hung out with the husband a few times, and he is just such a great guy, and it's perfect that they live across the street. If we ever need anything, they're there. We did the first payment when we reserved it, so then the next thing that we had to save was just only 2 months worth of the rent. So total divided by me and Christy, like total on like just my side that I had to save for the rent was like $1,700. $1,500. So I added that plus what I was seeing people charge for car rentals here, which by the way, if you're gonna rent a car here, like living here, I'd say find the local area because the prices are just gonna be way cheaper. That plus what I estimated we would spend for the car and what I estimated for groceries, I decided, okay, what I definitely need is like $5,000. I guess it depends on how much you want to spend though. It's obviously not going to be like that exact amount, but an estimate, you're definitely going to need $5,000 for a car and the rent and a studio, splitting it with a partner. Everything was very, very budgeted for this, but we have exactly what we need, everything we need, and it's an amazing experience. We don't need a flashy, bougie Lamborghini. As long as you have a car that gets you from point A to point B, you're fine. Also, like there's a lot of car theft here, so it's even better to have like a local cheap looking car than like a flashy expensive touristy looking car. So that's another tip if you guys are thinking about doing this. So to answer your question, I'd save about $5,000, and yeah, I'm trying to think of what other questions to answer. That's all the questions that I got. If you guys have any more, definitely comment them below. I'm not like done answering questions. I can still answer your questions if you DM me, if you comment, whatever. I wanted to cover all the basics, and I think I did that in this video. I hope I did that. I really can't even think straight because I was talking for so long that my mind is like blank right now.
Imagine Workaway is like an alternative option.
Oh yeah, as an alternative option, you can also go on this website called Workaway. It's a great way to travel the world, and it's basically these people, they host a living area for people that want to go and help them with work, like things around the house or tutoring or whatever it may be. There's different types of work, and in exchange they give you a place to live for free. Some of them do still pay you the minimum wage, some of them don't. The only reason me and Christy didn't do that, we almost did, but the only reason we didn't, you were definitely gonna be living with like other people and like doing work and like whatever, and we just didn't really want to do that. We didn't want to come here and like have the experience to be living with other people in like a small space. If you want to do that, you can do that. There's also other workaways that definitely have like way better like living situations, but they're not paid, so you would still have to save money. It depends on what you want to do. I don't know, but this is what we chose.
They got a Costco card, they're good.
Oh yeah, for groceries, if you don't have a Costco membership, you should get a Costco membership, so that way you're set on groceries, so you get like a good amount of stuff. The prices are pretty much the same as the Costco at home, whereas the local grocery stores here are very expensive for not as much. So definitely, yeah, definitely get a Costco card. I think that's everything. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, comment them down below, message me if you want, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that I answered all that you needed to know. If you want to do this, I do recommend this. This is an amazing experience, whether it's here or anywhere else in the world. So hopefully I inspired some of you guys, and hopefully I gave you good tips, and yeah. Next week's video is going to be uploaded on Sunday. It's gonna be back to the weekly vlogs. I'm very excited because it's gonna have Valentine's Day and all that stuff. So definitely subscribe if you aren't already. Turn my notifications on. Give this video a thumbs up and watch my other vlogs if you haven't yet, so you can be caught up for the new vlog that's coming up later this week. And yeah, thank you. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.